The United States is now offering aid and condolences to Queensland's flood victims.
Water levels in Rockhampton are expected to peak tomorrow, and there may be more misery to come, with heavy rain expected to hit the state later in the week.
Now, the floods stretch from the central Queensland coast to the New South Wales border.
Tonight, 10 reporter Max Futcher is in the city of Rockhampton and Nikki Hayden is in the town of Chinchilla.
Let's go first to Max, and more of Rockhampton is going under. What more can they do ahead of the flood peak tomorrow?
Well, Hugh, the Mayor of Rockhampton, Brad Carter, insists that the city is ready for whatever comes tomorrow. And to give you an idea of how closely the floodwaters are coming into the city, this is the Fitzroy River flowing through quite quickly and dangerously. It goes right past the CBD of Rockhampton. And if you look down here at this street, this esplanade has been covered in water for 3 or 4 days. Now, there are dozens of homes down there that have water through their yards. Many of them have water over their floorboards. A lot has been said about homeowners throughout this disaster, which has gripped the state, but businesses are certainly feeling it as well. And if you look down this street here, this is Stanley Street, and as you can see, there's row after row of businesses down there with waist-deep water right through their premises. But the thing about this flood is that it's been a slow creeper. It's been very slow to come up, and that's given everyone a chance to prepare. And as I say, the Mayor says Rocky is ready.
All Rockhampton residents can do now is wait. While a large portion of the city is already underwater, the worst is yet to come.
We cannot rest on our laurels at this stage. We have another couple of days to go.
The Fitzroy River is expected to peak tomorrow at a record 9.4 metres. When that happens, 400 homes will be inundated.
Some of these houses are actually halfway underwater already.
But up to 4,000 will be flood affected in some way.
We will have significant water inundation for the best part of nearly up to another 2 weeks.
This is a prolonged flooding event in Queensland.
Residents are still evacuating. Authorities expect up to 200 people will seek refuge at the local university tonight.
Some people, whilst reluctant, when the full circumstances are explained, they've been quite willing to leave their home.
Limited supplies are getting into the city. Food and medical goods are being trucked in along the only road open. They're coming by barge from Gladstone as well. A RAF Hercules loaded with essentials left for the flood zone this morning. Supermarkets will soon have the chance to replenish dwindling stock. Another blast of wet weather is predicted for tomorrow, putting St George residents on high alert. The downpour is also expected to drench towns where the clean-up has only just begun.
I've spoken with the Australian Defence Force today that they are pre-positioning 2 Navy Sea King helicopters to Roma.
Exhausted emergency workers will soon be joined by volunteers from interstate.
We're arranging now for 30 extra State Emergency Service volunteers from Victoria to come up to Queensland.
Assistance may also come from the United States. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has offered help too. Help that's desperately needed in so many devastated regions throughout the state. Chloe Baker, 10 News.
Well, just as the clean-up begins in the Queensland town of Chinchilla, people there are being told more rain is on the way. 10's Nikki Hayden is there.
Well, here in Chinchilla, the waters have receded, the clean-up is underway, but like so many towns ravaged by these floods, there's a long way to go. Earlier today, we visited Chinchilla Street, about 100 metres to my right along the Warrego Highway. Every single business there has been destroyed by the flood. Gerard Belgrove took us through his mechanic shop. The watermark there is more than 1.5 metres up the wall. Friends and staff have already pitched in more than 300 man-hours to help clean the place up. The sad thing is, they thought they'd prepared. The problem was, they underestimated just how high this water would go.
And then here we cleared to about, I don't know, waist deep, which is about the 83 flood height. And then we come back in waist deep worth of water and clean up to about here, which is about my shoulder height.
Shops have been gutted right along Chinchilla Street, so too in Gerard's rental property, which is just across the road. The young family that was living there is now in emergency accommodation. Gerard thought he had insurance, but found out today he's not covered for flood.
I didn't have flood cover. Didn't read my policy enough to know I didn't have flood cover.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it's my own problem, isn't it? It's my own fault for not looking. What can you do?
Again, the remarkable thing here is so many members of the community are pitching in to help whoever they can. They say Chinchilla will recover from this, but it'll be a long and very painstaking task ahead.